Hi guys, welcome back. It is I, Thomas. I'm on my fourth cup of coffee. As you can tell, I'm on my fourth cup of coffee because I'm zooming. We got the zooming. I'll show you some real speed. Today, I am super excited because I was able to get the new Huda Beauty Stick Foundation delivered, which I'm super excited about because I did not want to wait. Because, okay, the thing is, when you are an influencer, beauty influencer, you kind of want to review things around the time that they either come out or they're like talked about. And even though like this isn't like a super hyped product, Huda Beauty is a hyped brand. For me, this was kind of like a hype thing because I'm like, I don't mind the foundation, like her thick ass fucking foundation that she has. But it breaks me out and it's a little bit too much for my skin and it's fragrance. And I heard good things about this stick foundation, and you guys know, if you know me, that I am a stick foundation connoisseur. Carne asada. I love stick foundations, and when I heard that Huda Beauty came out with one, I was super excited because I know it's gonna be full coverage and I know it's going to be like probably decent in some aspects. And I was just like, I have to review this, but I don't want to wait for shipping and stuff like that. So when I saw that Instacart, this isn't sponsored by Instacart or anything like that, but when I saw Instacart was like, hey girl, you can order this for it. So literally someone got this for me, and so shout out to Instacart, I love you. Super excited to review this. So this video is going to be all about this foundation. I'm super excited to review it for you guys. It's a $40 foundation, so it better serve. And I got the shade Angel Food 110 in. It's their neutral shade. I believe I'm the shade in the liquid foundation as well. So if you guys are interested in hearing my thoughts on the Huda Beauty Stick Foundation, by the way, since we are here and we have each other's attention, don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell notification button so you are notified every time I post a video. Because I have been such an MIA YouTuber, my videos do not get sent out to you guys as much anymore. There's so many people who be like, I didn't even know you were back on YouTube. You don't even show up in my subscription box anymore. And then there's other people that are like, now you're showing up in my subscription box a lot more. So please, if you stumble upon this video, hit that bell notification button and toggle it to all post so you get notified every time I post something on this channel, so you don't miss a video, you don't miss a beat. Share this video, comment, boost the engagement up so we can get these videos pushed back out there and revive this channel. We're going to resurrect her one way or another. Mark my words, I will beat the YouTube algorithm. I will be the undoing of my own undoing. Does that make sense? I hope it does. It makes sense in this noggin here. And without further ado, let's get right into this Huda Beauty Stick Foundation review. All right. I'm not sure when this came out. I think it's been a couple weeks since this foundation came out. It retails for $40. It is called the FauxFilter Skin Finish Foundation. I'm going to pull up the Huda Beauty website and look at what they claim this foundation does. So this FauxFilter Skin Finish Stick Foundation retails for $39. It's $1 cheaper than the liquid. Let me read what is the product info on the website. A flawless filtered finish. The luxuriously creamy stick formula melts into the skin for a natural filtered finish that lasts up to 10 hours. Oh my god, I can test that. Whether you prefer full coverage or barely any at all, this versatile formula will let you be the master of your complexion. Swipe it on and build it up. The stick formula is ideal if you're on the go or in a hurry. And thanks to its long-wearing, waterproof, humidity, and sweat-resistant formula, you can set it and forget it for the rest of the day. The coverage is customizable. It can be either a light finish or a buildable full coverage finish, is what I'm assuming she means. It's fragrance-free, vegan, non-comedogenic, waterproof, and 10-hour wear, and the finish is a natural finish. So there's a lot of claims here, and we're going to decipher all of these claims. So far, let me smell it first, because that first foundation, that liquid foundation, no smell. I think one of the biggest gripes that I had for this foundation, I'm gonna start putting it on, was that goddamn smell. Cause she had the nerve, audacity, and coy to make that shit smell like a fucking JCPenney's. And I really had a hard time forgiving her for that because my skin hates fragrance. I'm not doing a primer. I don't really do primers that much anymore. Okay, so far I'm liking how it's blending out with a brush. I'm gonna do a beauty sponge on this side just to see. Right off the bat, I'm not liking how it's sitting on my pores. It's kind of emphasizing my skin texture. It's kind of doing what the Morphe foundation does, which is like kind of emphasize everything on my skin. It's probably because I'm using the brush, so I'm gonna try it with the sponge in a second. I will say I do enjoy the coverage and the finish on it is more natural. Like it's not matte, but it's not dewy either. It's like, it's kind of like when you moisturize your skin and then you let it sit for a little bit, like an hour after you do your skincare, like when the moisturizer sets in, like that's kind of like the vibe it's giving me. But so far, I'm not too certain about this finish. Actually, the longer it sets on my face, the more it's kind of like melting in. Let me see if I can add more coverage on this side. Ooh. That layered on really nice. Oh, just kidding. Yeah, I don't really like how it layered on top of that, to be honest. By the way, I forgot to mention, I'm more like normal to dehydrated, so I definitely have like a more dry outer and a more oily center. So I would say like combo, but like dehydrated. I would say dehydrated combo. Does that make sense? I will say I like the component. It does feel like she like spent some coin on this. Like I could stay here for hours and like twist this. Like it feels like it's more of like an expensive twister. The formula so far, I'm going to layer on one more. I know I'm putting on a lot, but I really want to see how buildable it is, like how buildable this formula is. Like I know I don't necessarily need another layer, but I want to see how buildable, quote unquote, it is. Right off the bat, it's not immediately beating my Hourglass stick foundation or my Makeup Forever stick foundation. Like those, brush, no brush, beauty sponge, no beauty sponge, like immediately they're like shitting on this. I don't know how I feel about it so far. Like, and the more I leave it on, like it's starting to look more greasy, and the more I layer on, it's starting to look more greasy. That natural finish is like starting to deteriorate the long. I mean, you guys can see like it's starting to look more like Grease City. Okay, I'm gonna wet a beauty sponge real fast and see how I feel about it with like a sponge over top of it or something. I'll be right back. Darky. Let's see here. Going over it with the beauty sponge is helping a little bit, but I'm gonna be honest, you guys, like my pores, my texture, everything is just being crazy emphasized, and I'm not too excited about it. So it's definitely like a little bit better than a Morphe foundation, but it's still like emphasizing everything I don't want it to emphasize. And it's like gathering like right in my nose area. Like it's already moving around. Let me put on some concealer and some powder because maybe this just needs to be like set. I'm taking my Kimchi concealer. You guys know I love this thing. I already know that I like the liquid foundation more. Now, if they didn't put a shit ton of fragrance into the liquid foundation, I would probably have that as like one of my favorite foundations because it's really full coverage and it wears really nice on the skin. Like it is thick and a little bit drying, but like for this foundation to have a natural finish, like why does it make my skin look so cakey and dry and flaky? It's like moving around and building in weird places. Like I don't know how to explain it, but like I applied some on my cheek right here and it feels like it's moved this way and this way. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like moved inward. Like you know how you move your face around? It's like moved into like the crevices of my face. Like I don't know. It's definitely doing weird things compared to like most foundations have done on my face. Like I've tried some pretty bad foundations, but this one's like it's moving weird on my skin. It's completely like lifted where I've done my concealer at. What the fuck is going on? I was actually really excited about this because I've heard good things about this foundation and so far it's a no from me. I have to keep blending it out. I'm getting like annoyed. It's literally lifting where I'm putting the concealer at and it was supposed to be like buildable. So far, this has to be like one of the worst foundations I've tried because, okay, I don't know how to explain it, but it's giving me very much so like dollar store, like look how greasy it looks. Like it's giving me very, like you guys seen me use these concealers before on the channel. Like they don't get greasy like this. They don't show like all this right here that you see is lifted foundation underneath it. So it's just like, it's lifted on my nose all crazy. Like maybe the concealer is not meshing well with the foundation, but I don't know. But even when I was layering the foundation on top of itself, it was like lifting its own self up weird. And like it's been moving around non-stop. I'm gonna set my face with my Kimchi. Oh my God. It's like, it's lifted. The powder, oh no. The powder's lifted it up too. I was so excited, and now it's like just not serving the way that I thought it was going to serve. I'm not gonna lie, it requires a lot of effort to mess up a stick foundation. Like, it requires like an exuberant amount of effort to mess up. It's Huda Beauty. I don't know what the fuck I was expecting. I'm trying so hard to make this work. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take my Maybelline Super Stay and we're going to add coverage on my under eyes because it's lifted up all of the coverage that's there. It's like lifted up and patchy, and we're just gonna add some coverage. I shouldn't have to do this. I've really been left no other choice. I got some gnarly under eyes, but they don't show up this bad. So let me kind of break down what happened. I go in and I apply the foundation. First layer, it's kind of sus. Like, it's giving me very much so like emphasize your pores vibes. And then, okay, I'm like, that's suspicious, that's weird. And then I go on to put another layer because it says in the description of the foundation is that it like is buildable. So I'm like, okay, let me build upon it. But when I build upon it, it like moved everywhere, like gathering in my nose. It started to lift underneath it as if it was like, I really don't know how to explain it, but when I like, you know, when you like, I wish I could explain it to you, but it was just moving underneath it and like removing the coverage that was already there with the new layer on top of it. It just kept doing that. All the coverage on my nose is gone. Can you see that? Like, why does it look like my nose is contoured? I didn't contour my nose. You can see acne right there. You guys saw how much foundation I put on. I'm lightly dusting off the powder, and the powder is lifting the foundation too. You guys, honestly, I don't like this foundation. I was going in with an open mind and open heart and really excited, and now I'm just like really pissed off. I don't even want to finish my makeup. I don't even want to try to make it work. I was gonna do like a 10-hour wear test, but it's just like, I don't even like it now. So I know for a fact that I'm not gonna like it in 10 hours. So I'm just like, I know this like video is like super negative, but I'm just like, I don't know what else to tell you. Like, this is so bad. Okay, so I go to my bathroom to look at it in my mirror in natural lighting. I didn't turn the bathroom lights on. Any spot that I have with acne, it looks flaky and weird. Okay, you know like how you were in high school where you probably had like really bad acne and you try to cover it up with a full coverage foundation and you try to build on top of it or whatever, and then you mattify it, but you could still see the redness underneath it. And like, not only did it look like faded redness, but you could also see the texture of the acne and like the flakiness of like the skin. Do you know what I'm talking about? That's what this foundation is doing to my skin, and I don't have flaky acne. I just don't. Even where my hair grows, I'm a dude, so like my hair grows right in here, and you can see that it's emphasized every pore that my hair grows through. So like, if you're a drag queen per se, it's going to emphasize your beard texture. I'm losing my mind. Oh, Huda, this ain't it, sis. Oh my God. This is where I'm gonna apologize because I really wanted to give you guys like a full face, like a full makeup look. And I was gonna check in with you guys throughout the 10 hours that they say that this is like a long wear thing. But I already don't like it. I already feel super like not confident in my face and my makeup. Like, I just want to completely take this off and start over with like my L'Oreal Infallible like foundation that actually looks good on me. But this is giving me such like Morphe vibes. Like, this foundation, you guys remember how it treated me? This thing is doing that, but kind of worse than this, to be honest. And I don't know why, because I didn't use a primer. And I didn't use a primer on purpose because I just didn't want a primer to mess with anything. I just used moisturizer, and moisturizer is good enough. I don't know, and I would love to know in the comment section, because maybe I can do a new video where I try it again with your guys' suggestions, but I don't know what went wrong. I'm a little bit bummed out because I was super excited about this foundation because I was thinking it was gonna be fire. Like, in my head, I'm like, oh my God, this is gonna be like the Hourglass Vanish Stick, because the Hourglass Vanish Stick is flawless, like flawless. And so is the Makeup Forever foundation stick. So I was thinking it was gonna be kind of like that, but this just, I'm gonna insert pictures and videos, of course, for you guys, but I don't know. I'm a little bit bummed out. I'm a little bit confused. I'm a little bit stressed because I don't want this to be like one of those videos, but it is what it is. I love you guys so much. I'm so sorry that I can't give you guys a more positive review on this, but yeah, I love you guys so much, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye, guys.